Hi everyone. So this practice is for when you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, okay? My name is Katie. Thank you for being here with me today. We're going to tackle that feeling of being overwhelmed 3 ways. We're going to move, number 1. Number 2, we're going to do some breath work. And number 3, we're going to do a mudra, okay? So all those together will help us hopefully to feel less overwhelmed. If you have a towel or a blanket, if you want to grab it, I'll meet you on your mats in seated or Sukhasana pose. And just kind of make yourself a little cushion with your towel, all right? Get really comfy, all right? You can cross your legs. Your legs don't have to be close. If it's too pinchy on your knees, you can bring them out in front of you a little bit more. Back is long. Kind of do the armpit lift up. Bring your shoulder blades back a little. Ears over your shoulders, giving your lungs a lot of space. So we're going to do today what's called the humming bee breath or the Bhramari breath work, okay? So how you do it, I'm going to explain it and then we'll do it together, okay? Because you might not be able to hear me once I explain it. So find that cartilage in the front of your ear. It's called the tragus, okay? So find it, and we're just going to push on it, okay, to kind of close our ears, okay? And we're going to breathe in through our nose. So keep your mouth closed. And we're just going to start to turn inward. And we're going to notice and listen to our very own breath, okay? And it can just be natural. We don't need to change anything about it, all right? All right, we can slowly release our hands down. Extend your left leg out. Bring the bottom of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Flex your left toes. And we're just going to reach sideways. So wherever your left hand lands on your leg, let it go there. Your right arm, you're going to reach up and over, okay? And then you're going to press into your right hip and kind of rotate your heart center a little bit up to the sky. If you want, you can do your peace fingers, grab onto your big toe. It's your choice. And then let's sweep our right hand down and let's switch our legs. So extend your right leg out, bring your left leg in. And your left foot doesn't have to touch if it's too pinchy on your left knee or your right knee. You can give yourself as much space as you need, okay? Right hand extends down, left arm goes up. And really think about right through your heart. You're just going to rotate up a little bit more than normal. Press into your left hip. And then let's sweep your left hand down. We're going to come onto tabletop pose, okay? So you can move your blanket. If your knees are sensitive, you can unfold your blanket and make yourself some cushioning also, okay? So we're going to come to tabletop. And we're going to extend your left leg out to the side. And then just look at your arch of your left foot and see if it intersects your right knee, okay? For an alignment cue, so you might need to adjust it to make that fit. Walk your hands forward. Rest your forehead down if you want. You can keep it up. Your right hand's going to go under your left arm, okay? And then you're going to roll into your right shoulder and to the right side of your head. And then let's press yourself back up with your left hand, unwind, and then we'll do the other side. So we'll come back to tabletop, and this time your right foot's going to extend to the side. Check your arch to knee alignment. Walk your hands forward. And then your left hand's going to go under your right arm, and you're going to land on your left side. And then we're going to press ourselves back up. Come back to tabletop. So when you're in tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay. Take your right hand to your low back. Step your right foot up. Bring your right hand back. So we're going to come to a nice low lunge here. Tuck your left toes. You can walk your knee down a little bit. One more space. Stay really low and then just lift your hands up so we get that hover. We'll get our weight transfer to our foot and then we're going to come up. Okay. So pull your right hip crease back, left hip crease forward. And here we're going to do what's called the Kali Mudra. So how you do it, just bring your hands together. And then we're going to make like pointer fingers with our pointer fingers, okay? So your other fingers are all interlaced. So this is called the Sword of Truth, okay? And this mudra is a reminder to cultivate the courage to stand in one's own truth, okay? It's also the destroyer of negativity. So we have our swords ready. We're gonna reach our arms up. Your biceps are by your ears. Drop your shoulder blades down a little bit, okay? Breathe in, low bellies in, tailbones down. Let's sweep your hands down. We're going to tuck your left toes and take your right foot all the way back to the sky. Really reach. And then land your right foot down. Press out to downward facing dog or Adho Mukha. Extend your right foot back again. Bend your knee, and we're going to cross your right ankle above your left knee and then really press out. Really strong. Down dog, figure four. And then we're going to take your right foot back again. This time we're going to land it to the outside pinky toe part of our left foot and then press our bum back. And then let's bring our right foot back to a regular downward facing dog stance. Lift your hips up. And then we're going to slowly come back to our knees. Keeping your toes tucked, we're just going to walk back. Do a 10-toe stretch here. Take your left hand to your right ear. Do a nice neck stretch. Bring your right arm to your low back. And then we're going to unwind. Back to tabletop. Left hand to low back. Pick up your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Walk your right knee down. Set up your low lunge. Okay. Left hip back, right hip forward. Low belly in, tailbone down. And let's do our Kali Mudra again. So bring your hands together. Make your sword of truth. Arms up. Biceps by your ears. Keeping your low belly really strong to support your torso here, okay? Drop your shoulders down a little. And then we're going to sweep our hands down. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right leg. Bring your left leg all the way back to a three-legged dog. And then we're going to land your foot. Walk your dog if you need to. Press out. Send your left foot back again, and then we're going to bend your knee, land your left ankle above your right knee, and then press out here. Unwind, send your left foot back to the sky again, and then land it on your pinky toe side of your right foot, and then press. Try to keep your hips level when you press this out. And then unwind, meet yourself back in downward facing dog. We're going to roll back to tabletop. Tuck our toes again, press ourselves to a 10-toe stretch. This time your right hand goes to your left ear, left hand behind you, and do our neck stretch on this side. Unwind all that. Tabletop and then Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. We're going to forward fold here. Find your elbows. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Bend your knees a lot. Rest your torso on top of your thighs. Lift your toes up. Send your weight backwards. Hands can go to your calves. Extend your heart center up. From here, we're going to roll onto our tippy toes. Lift your heels. Hands go behind you, palms facing each other. Reach up. We're going to press, staying on our tippy toes, lift all the way up, hands above you. And then imagine there's a beam above you. Your hands are glued to it. We're going to lower our heels down. And then bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to step your left foot back to warrior 2 feet. So your heel of your front foot intersects the arch of your back. Sink in, knees over ankle. Pull your left hip back a little. We're going to take our Kali Mudra here. One more time. Inhale up. Really sink down. This is a very strong warrior, a truth, sword, and a warrior. And then we're going to come to warrior. 2 hands, hands at shoulder height. We're going to reach forward and just let your right hand land on top of your left thigh. Bring your left hand to the side in front of you. Start to pull back your shoulder, bend your elbow until your wrist is over your shoulder, and then send it to the sky. Again, reminding yourself to pull your left hip back. Sink a little bit more into your front leg. Press through the pinky toe side of your back foot. And then we're going to straighten your front leg and just extend your right hand down to a nice triangle. Again, pulling your left hip back. Imagine you're resting your head on an imaginary wall. And then let's take a nice bend through your knee. Come up. And then we're going to rotate our feet so they're facing forward. Pull your low belly in just at your hips. We're going to find the ground, okay? And then you can rotate your feet a little bit more to the side now, so they might be more at a 45, and just walk yourself. Crawl back and forth here, stretching your inner thighs. Stay there as long as you need. And then we're going to turn our toes forward, okay? So they're straight forward. Walk your hands all the way to your right foot. Your left hand's going to go on top of your right foot, and then your right arm's going to go to the sky. Okay, really deep stretch here. Send your bum back, extend from your crown through your crown. And then bring your right hand down. We're going to walk our hands to our left foot. Your right hand goes on top of your left foot, and then your left hand goes to the sky. Try to check that your wrist is over your shoulder. Again, send your bum back. And then we're going to heel toe our feet in a couple turns just to give ourselves a little bit more stability. Bring your hands to the top of your thighs, and then we're going to come up. Rotate your feet, so you're going to go to warrior 2 feet with your left foot forward this time, okay? Press into the pinky toe side of your right foot. Pull your right hip back. We're going to take our Kali Mudra again, so get your sword ready, and then we're going to lift up. Shoulders down, low bellies in, sink through your front leg, press through your pinky toe of your back leg, okay? This is super strong. A lot of energy flowing through this pose, okay? We're pressing into the mat, we're lifting with our fingers. The courage to cultivate one's own truth. It's beautiful. And then bring your hands slowly down, extend out to your warrior 2 arms. And then we're going to bend your left hand, let it land. Right arm's going to go in front of you, and then we're just going to start to pull back all the way until our wrist is over our shoulder, and then we're going to take our arm up, okay? Kind of roll this inner part of your thigh up. You want to engage this back leg. If it's droopy like this, it's going to go to our knee. So we really want to pull up, engage, be strong here. Start to straighten your front leg. Let your left hand just slide down your leg to triangle, Trikonasana. Let's do a nice slow bend. We're just going to pivot on our feet, windmill our hands down, find the ground, and then come to downward facing dog. Let's bend our knees, and then we're going to make our way to our backs, okay? So come all the way down to your back. Press your head on the mat, walk your shoulder blades down. And we're going to bend your right leg, land your right ankle behind your left knee. And then we're actually going to straighten our left leg all the way to the sky. So flex your foot, point your toes to your shin, reach to that space you made, and kind of pull it in towards you a little bit more. Shoulders go down, chin tucks in. And then let's switch. So cross your left ankle, extend your right foot, toes point to your shin, reach into that space you made, hug your right leg into you, shoulders down, chin is tucked. And then we're going to reach for the pinky toe side of our foot, bring our feet parallel to the ceiling or sky, bend our knees in towards our armpits and come to happy baby, okay? Just rock side to side here. And then let's peace finger again. Find your big toes and just extend up. So big toe to hand stretch. And then we're going to bend our knees. Hug our knees really in tight towards our chest. And then let your feet land. Walk your feet to the edge of your mat and let your knees drop to the right. Okay? Arms are up at shoulder height and T arms. And then look to your left. Pull your low belly in, bring your knees back up, and we're gonna switch, okay? So drop your knees to the left now, extend your arms out, look over your right hand. And then pull everything to the center. Extend your feet out, and we'll set up for Savasana. If you're having any tensionness in your low back, just keep your knees bent and roll your hips towards your thighs, okay? Extend your feet out, palms up to the sky, feet are floppy. And we're gonna relax all our joints. So relax your toes and your ankles, your knees and your hips. Relax your fingers, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Lips together, teeth apart, tongue away from the top of your mouth. Relax your cheekbones, relax your eyes and your nose. Relax your forehead and your ears. Relax your heart. Start to bring some movement back to your fingertips. Point your toes. Maybe make a fist. We're gonna come to our Kali Mudra one more time. So make your sword of truth. Bring it up over your head by your ears. Point your toes. So you're really extending through your fingertip and your toes. Recognizing your own inner strength. And then let's bend our knees, hook our knees into our chest, and slowly roll to the side. Pause there to honor your body and your breath and yourself for showing up. And then slowly press yourself back up to seated. We'll meet back up where we started. It's an honor to share this space and time with you. May you be okay, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering. May you know kindness, may you know peace, may you know love. Namaste.